Hello, everyone. This is Al, Red Sox fan, coming to you from Al, Red Sox fan YouTube channel. Hope all is well on this Saturday or whenever you watch. Happy Thanksgiving coming up. We're going to be playing games 3 and 4 of our 1977 alternate Red Sox and Mets replay expanded playoffs. Games 3 and 4 of the World Series, Boston Red Sox versus the Philadelphia Phillies. The Red Sox, our beloved Red Sox, to which I manage, got our split in Philadelphia. Boston won game 1, 2-1, as Don Ossie outdueled Steve Carlton. Philadelphia got their revenge in game 2, winning 5-2. Louis Tiant had a horrific first inning that spelled doom for our beloved Red Sox. So let's move on to games 3 and 4 at friendly Fenway Park. Computer will manage Phillies. I manage. Oh, I manage the Red Sox. All right. A former Bostonian, gentleman Jim Lonborg, pitching for the Phillies. Lonborg in the replay, very good. 15-6, much better than his 11-4 in reality. 3.38 ERA. WHIP 1.227. So that is an improvement over reality. One of the heroes of the Impossible Dream 1967 World Series for the Boston Red Sox. He's a right-handed hurler, and he has a 5-game winning streak. All right. Let's do computer line up with the righties, and we'll adjust it. And there's no DH. I forgot to switch the DH. Oh, God. We have no DH again. All right, well, we're going to play with no DH. The DH, though. I wanted the DH in the American League. That's okay. We'll play without a DH. We'll give the Phillies an opportunity. No DH. All right, so Bernie Carbo will play right field. Carbo's in right, Fisk, Rice, Lane, Hobson, Scott, Doyle. We'll adjust that lineup in a moment. We're going to go with Reggie Cleveland. Reggie Cleveland, 13-8, slightly better ERA, slightly better wins, or win. 4.09 WHIP. 1-4. His WHIP was worse. I think we're going to go with Reggie Cleveland. In the playoffs, he's 1-1 with a 1.99. Lonborg in the Lonborg's 2-0 with a 2.25. Could be a hell of a pitching matchup, folks. And again, there's no DH because Al, Red Sox fan, got to switch it. So we're going to go with it. No DH. Okay, Reggie. Big Action PC game sale starting today. Dave Cook games. So if you want to try out a Dave Cook game, now would be the time to do it. Burles, Carbo, Burleson, Stremski will be at first. Not having a D. Stremski would be at third. Rice fourth. Lane fifth. Fisk 6. Doyle, then Hop. Yeah. Hobson, then Doyle. On board. He's hit better in the regular season, but he's been very, very good. The playoffs. Ken Castor, how you doing? Rooting for the Phillies here, Ken. All right, so that's the lineup, and there the pitcher will be unfortunately hitting because I'm not going to go back. It's it. Well, wanted to put in the DH and I forgot. Here we go. Game 3, series tied at 1. Welcome to friendly Fenway Park for World Series Game 3 between the Philadelphia Phillies and the Boston Red Sox. The series is tied at 1. Jim Lomberg will start for Philadelphia. He'll be opposed by Reggie Cleveland of Boston. Philadelphia center fielder Gary Maddox is riding a 10-game hitting streak. Boston shortstop the Rooster Rick Burleson riding a 23-game hitting streak. It is 66 degrees, wind speed 10 miles per hour, out towards right center field. It could be a launching pad, folks. Play ball.
Play ball!
Okay. Let's give you the Philadelphia lineup. Gary Maddox leads things off. He's in center field. Larry Boa at short, bats second. Shake Bake McBride is in right field, batting third. The Bull, Greg Lazinski, in left field, cleanup hitter. Tim McCarver does the catching. He'll bat fifth. Michael Jack Schmidt at third, bats sixth. The Gravedigger's son, Massachusetts native, Richie Hebner, bats seventh. Playing second, batting eighth, Ted Sizemore. Gentleman Jim Lomborg, as he was known in 1967, bats ninth and does the pitching. They'll be opposed by Reggie Cleveland on the mound for the Boston Red Sox, trying to take a series lead 2-1. Boston defensively. Cleveland's battery mate, Carlton Fisk, behind the plate. In the outfield, left to right, Jim Ed Rice in left, Freddie Lynn in center, Bernie Carbo in right field. First to third, Carl Yastrzemski at first, Denny Doyle, second baseman, the Rooster Rick Burleson at short, hold your breath, Butch Hobson at third. There's play ball again. So Maddox, 377, 2 homers, 7 ribbies. Cleveland on the mound. We're going pitch around. Maddox likes the swing. He reached for that. Pops it up right side. Doyle racing over. Carbo coming in. It's Denny Doyle calling for it. And he'll make the catch in foul territory. 1 down. Nice running catch by Denny Doyle. Larry Boa, an excellent bunter at bat. Batting 204, though. No homers, 2 ribbies. Corners move in for the Red Sox. Yastrzemski in at first. Hobson in at third. Cleveland will try to expand the zone here. Fisk sets up down and away. The pitch around to Larry Boa. Grounds it to Burleson, his counterpart. The Rooster throws a strike to Yaz, 2 away. So Cleveland hitting his marks. 2 up, 2 down for the Phillies. Base is empty for Shake Bake McBride, batting .469, 6 homers, 11 ribbies in these expanded playoffs. We're going to go pitch around to McBride. McBride reach for that outside pitch, pops it up left side, foul territory. Hobson gives chase. Will Hobson have enough room? Hobson near the stands, and he cannot reach it. 1 ball, McBride. Again, Cleveland looks to expand the zone. Grounds it up the middle. Doyle behind the bag. Throws to first, side, retired. What a play by Denny Doyle, the Red Sox second baseman. Go to the bottom of the first, no score here at friendly Fenway Park. Carbo, Burleson, and Yastrzemski face Jim Lomborg. Philadelphia's defense, Lomborg on the mound, McCarver behind the plate. Outfield left to right, Greg Lazinski in left, Gary Maddox, less the Union Gap band in center. Shake Bake McBride in right. First to third, Hebner at first, Sizemore at second, Boa at short, Michael Jack Schmidt at third. You know the Boston lineup already, but we'll give it to you once again. Arbo, Burleson, Yastrzemski, Rice, Lynn, Fisk, Hobson, Doyle, then the pitcher Reggie Cleveland. Bernie Carbo batting .323, 3 homers, 5 ribbies. Lonborg to Carbo. Carbo grounds it to Richie Hebner. He'll take it to the bag himself, 1 down. That will bring up Rick Burleson. The Rooster, 214, a homer and 10 ribbies. Lonborg has the sign. McCarver sets the target. Here's the pitch to the Rooster. Burleson grounds it slowly to first. Hebner charges, shuffles it to Lonborg. They get the Rooster by 2 steps. 2 outs, base is empty for Carl Yastrzemski. Yaz batting .294, 2 homers, 11 ribbies. He awaits the Lonborg offering. 2 teammates from the 1967 Impossible Dream Red Sox. Here's the pitch. Lonborg, the Cy Young Award winner in the American League in 1967. Carl Yastrzemski, MVP Triple Crown winner in the American League 1967. They were both on the Impossible Dream Red Sox. Here's the pitch to Yaz. Yastrzemski shoots it to the left center field gap. Lazinski bobbles it. Yaz will continue on to second, so it's going to be a single. Yastrzemski goes to second on the error by Greg Lazinski, the bull, and he was like a bull in a china shop on that ball hit the left center. Yastrzemski in scoring position, average base runner. 2 outs for Jim Ed Rice, .369, 2 homers, 9 ribbies. Lonborg to Rice. Rice grounds it to Schmidt. Schmidt up with it, throws to Hebner, side retired. Yastrzemski stranded at second. We're through 1 here in Game 3 of the 1977 Alternate World Series. Red Sox, Philadelphia in Fenway, no score. 2 up for the Fighting Phils. Lazinski, McCarver, and Schmidt to face Reggie Cleveland. Cleveland retired the Phillies 1-2-3 in the first. Can he do it again? Pitch around to Lazinski. Lazinski, fly ball left field. Rice going back, looking up. It is gone. 1-0 Phillies. Cleveland didn't get that ball far enough inside. Lazinski's first homer, I believe, in the series. That could be his first homer in the playoffs. Let's look at a replay here. Bippity boppity boom, boom goes the ball. Greg Lazinski touches them all. To the moon, Alice, to the moon. That ball is heading west on the Massachusetts Turnpike. 1-0 Philadelphia. Tim McCarver comes to the plate. McCarver does have a ribby on a sac fly in Game 1. Pitch to Timmy. Carver grounds it right side. Doyle to Yastrzemski. Scoring at home 4-3, 1 out. Base is empty for Michael Jack Schmidt, and that's how you want to have it with Michael Jack Schmidt at. Cleveland picks up the sign from Fisk. He kicks and deals to Schmidt. Chopped up the middle. Burleson charges. The shortstop, quick release to first. What a stretch by Yastrzemski. 2 away. 2 outs, base is empty for Richie Hebner. Hebner, .323 in the playoffs. 2 home runs, 6 ribbies. Cleveland looks in. He's ready. Pitch homeward bound to Hebner. Hebner lines it. Great reaction by Denny Doyle. He snares it. Side is retired. The Phillies get 1 on the Lazinski blast over the monster. 1-0 Philadelphia, bottom of the second. 2 up for the Red Sox. Freddie Lynn, Carlton Fisk, Butch Hobson. If anyone gets on, Denny Doyle. Freddie Lynn, .322, a homer and 8 ribbies in this playoffs. Lonborg to Lynn. Lynn chops it to third. Schmidt throws. Lynn is out. Good stretch by Hebner, digging it out of the dirt. One out for Carlton Fisk. Fisk 308, 3 homers, 12 ribbies. Righty-righty matchup. Fisk is going to take here. Oh, favorable call inside corner. Don't know about that one. Fisk in the hole 0-1. Steps back in the right-hander's batter's box. Lonborg has a sign from McCarver. He deals to Fisk. Swing and a miss. Lonborg records his first strikeout. Mike in the truck has joined us. Hope all is well with you and your family. Check out that channel. 2 outs, base is empty. 1-0 Phillies, bottom of the second. Butch Hobson steps to the plate. 8 ribbies, a homer, and a .322 batting average. Doyle on deck. In the hole, the pitcher Reggie Cleveland. The pitch to Butch. Hobson swings the stick. Hits nothing but air. Strike 3. Lonborg looking like 1967 all over again. Unfortunately, he's pitching for the Phillies here. Top of the third, 1-0 Philadelphia. For the Fighting Phils, Sizemore, Lonborg, top of the order, Maddox. Sizemore, 200 average, no homers, 2 ribbies. Pitch around to Sizemore. Swing and a miss, tied up on the inside corner. On the 0-2 count, Cleveland gets his first strikeout. Here's Gentleman Jim Lonborg. We're going right after Lonborg. Lonborg grounds it to Hobson. Hold your breath. Hobson throws to first. Thank God it is an out. 2 down. 2 up, 2 down very quickly. Cleveland now faces the top of the order. Harry Maddox 0 for 1. Maddox reached and popped out to second. He reached at an outside pitch. Let's try that again. Too much of the plate there. He lashes it to right center. Lynn cuts it off. Holding Maddox to a single. Maddox, an excellent base stealer and base runner. Larry Boa steps to the plate. He's 0 for 1. He grounded to short. Snap throw to first. Maddox gets back. Increases his lead slightly. Here's the pitch out. Maddox doesn't go. Decreases his lead. Now the pitch to Boa. Boa grounds it to Burleson. Burleson throws to Yastrzemski. The side is retired. We have a pitcher's duel here at friendly Fenway. Bottom of the third, 1-0 Philadelphia, Game 3 of the 1977 Alternate World Series. 2 up for the Red Sox. Doyle, Cleveland, the top of the order, Bernie Carbo. Denny Doyle, 256. No home runs, 2 ribbies. Here's the pitch from Lonborg to Doyle. Doyle grounds it to Lonborg, who quickly tosses it to Hebner for out number 1. Lonborg, great reaction off the mound to his right side. That brings up Reggie Cleveland. He has no hope of getting a hit, so we're going to take. There's a ball. We're going to take again. Here's a strike. Swing the stick. He gets a base hit. Reggie Cleveland gets a base hit to right. Second hit for the Bostonians. Off the bat of the pitcher, Reggie Cleveland. What a smile he has at first base. That will bring up Bernie Carbo. Carbo rounded to first. Carbo does have a home run in the series. Carbo awaits the Lonborg offering. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. He was trying to jack it out of the ballpark. He missed that curveball quite badly on the 1-2 count. 2 outs. Base is empty for Rick Burleson. He's 0 for 1. He also grounded to first. Cleveland, a below-average runner, being held on by Hebner for some odd reason. Will have an extra step with 2 outs. Here's the pitch to the Rooster. Will he crow? Burleson laces it to left. Cleveland hits second. Blazinski, again a bull in a china shop, makes his second error in left field. 2 outs, 2 on for Boston. Yastrzemski hopefully can make them pay. Instead of first and second, it's second and third. Cleveland at third, Burleson at second. Yastrzemski 1 for 1 at the plate. Lonborg to his fellow 1967 Boston Red Sox, Carl Yastrzemski. Yastrzemski walks.
base.
ID Gesture has joined us. Hope all is well to our good friend IDJ. Check out that channel and subscribe. We love you, IDJ. Happy Thanksgiving coming up next week. Base is juiced for Jim Ed Rice. He's 0 for 1. He grounded to third. Cleveland at third. Burleson at second. Yastrzemski at first. 1-0 Philadelphia. 2 outs. Bottom of the third. No place to put Jim Ed Rice. Lonborg takes a deep breath. Has a sign from McCarver. The pitch to Rice. Rice, base hit to right. Cleveland scores. Wave Burleson. 83% they're waving him. Shake, bake McBride, the throw to the plate. Burleson slides in safely. Fenway erupts. Fenway erupts. It is 2-1 Boston. A clutch hit by Jim Ed Rice as he lashed it past the dive of Teddy Sizemore. 2 outs, 2 on, 2-1 Red Sox. Freddie Lynn 0 for 1 at the plate. Lonborg tries to regroup. He deals to Freddie Lynn. And we have a rain delay. Oh, that sucks. So a 55-minute rain delay. Lonborg and Cleveland are okay. Now the pitch to Lynn. Grounds it to Schmidt. Schmidt throws to Hebner. And the side is retired after the 55-minute rain delay, but our pitchers are okay. We go to the top of the fourth at a wet Fenway Park. It doesn't say it was raining. What the heck was that 55? We had a 55-minute delay for something. We'll say rain. 2-1 Red Sox, top of the fourth. Philadelphia will send McBride, Lazinski, and McCarver. Shake, bake McBride 0 for 1. Cleveland to McBride. Chopper past the mound. Doyle charges, throws to first. 1 down. Clinton Parks, how you doing? The Admiral has joined us. Hope all is well with you, Clinton Parks. 1 out. Greg Lazinski homered his first time up. If he does it again, it's a 2-2 game. Cleveland kicks and deals to the bull, Lazinski. Fly ball to left. That's going to stay in the ballpark. Rice comes in, makes the catch. 2 away. So with 2 outs, base is empty. Tim McCarver 0 for 1. McCarver doing the catch and steps in the left-hander's batter's box. Cleveland looks in at Fisk. Fisk sets up, down, and away. Cleveland rocks and deals. McCarver grounds it to short. Burleson throws to Yastrzemski. Side is retired. We go to the bottom of the fourth. 2-1 Red Sox. Game 3 of the alternate 1977 World Series between our beloved Red Sox and Phillies. Lonborg back up on the bump for Philadelphia. He will face Fisk, Hobson, and Doyle. Pudge is 0 for 1. Pitch to Pudge. Ooh, Lonborg hits Fisk. That was a bit nasty on the 1-2 count. Try to brush him back off the plate. Hit Fisk in the shoulder. So Fisk at first, Hobson at the plate. Doyle's coming up next. Hobson's a very good bunter, but Hobson will swing. Lonborg looks to first, now in at McCarver. The pitch to Butch Hobson. Hobson grounds it to Schmidt. Sizemore. Fisk goes in hard, upending the Philadelphia second baseman. Maybe a bit of revenge for being hit by a pitch. He breaks up the double play. Hobson safe at first. Clinton Parks says, Al, I'm impressed. No DH. Yes, I made a mistake. But I did it for you unknowingly, Clinton Parks. So, Clinton, you're in Rhode Island? Visiting someone? Hope all is well, Clinton. 1 out, 1 on for Denny Doyle. We're going to play hit and run here. Doyle grounds it up the middle. Boas only plays to first. Hobson to second. 2 outs for Reggie Cleveland, who actually has a hit. Here's the pitch to Reggie. Yes, we know the pitcher's hitting. To the joy of Clinton Parks. Reggie Cleveland puts it up deep, but Lazinski, he tracks it down in left center. Oh my God, Reggie Cleveland gave it a ride. We go to the top of the fifth. 2-1 Red Sox. Cleveland back up on the mound. He's been hitting his spots pretty well. He'll face Schmidt, Hebner, and Sizemore. Michael Jack Schmidt, 0 for 1. Here's the pitch to Schmidt. And it's a 2-2 ball game. Reggie Cleveland cannot live on the inside part of the plate. He put it in the same spot that Lazinski jacked it out. And now Michael Jack Schmidt hit it even farther down the Mass Turnpike going west. It's a 2-2 ball game on the bippity-boppity boom by Michael Jack Schmidt. Here is the video replay. Booyah. Boom goes the ball. Michael Jack Schmidt touches them all. 2-2 game. Reggie Cleveland cannot live on the inside with those types of pitches. Cleveland not happy. Missed location for sure. That brings up the Gravediggers, son. As Clinton Park says, heading down Lansdowne Street. Richie Hebner, 0 for 1. The pitch to Richie. Richie walks. Red Sox have some milling in their bullpen already. Hebner at first, no outs. 2-2 ball game. Sizemore, a pretty good hit and run. We're going to snap throw to first. Hebner shortens his lead slightly. And we're going to go pitch around to Sizemore. Sizemore grounds it to Yastrzemski. Yastrzemski will step on the bag for out number 1. It's like a swinging bunt there. Hebner goes to second. So Richie Hebner at second. 2-2 ball game. Richie represents a go-ahead run. Lonborg at the plate. He is most likely going to be bunting. We're going to play our corners in and go aggressive. And he lines it to Yastrzemski. So Lonborg swings the stick, lines out to his 1967 Red Sox teammate. Triple Crown winning MVP Carl Yastrzemski at first. 2 outs, infield goes back to normal. Hebner will be off on contact. Gary Maddox, less the Union Gap ban, steps to the plate. Maddox 1 for 2. Cleveland. Fisk not on the same page. Now they're on the same page. Fisk pounds the mitt, sets the target. Can we get Maddox to chase here? Pitch around. Grounder to third. We hold our breath. Hobson throws to first. And the side is retired. The go-ahead run, Richie Hebner, stranded at second. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Tied at 2 thanks to the Michael Jack Schmidt homer. 2 up for the Red Sox. Top of the order. Carbo, Burleson, Yastrzemski. Bernie Carbo 0 for 2. Lonborg looks in. McCarver wiggles the fingers. The pitch to Bernie Carbo. Carbo base hit to center. Go ahead run at first and Bernie Carbo, not the greatest base runner. That brings up Burleson. We're going to play hit and run. Burleson chops it towards short. Only play for Boas to first. Carbo to second. Little small ball there by the power-hitting Boston Red Sox. Yastrzemski's 1 for 1 with a walk. Lonborg once again has to deal with his fellow 1967 Impossible Dream Team teammate, Carl Yastrzemski. Lonborg peeks over his shoulder towards second, now looks in at the plate. He's ready to work. He rocks and deals to Yastrzemski. Chop past the mound. Boa charges. Yastrzemski down the line. Hard safe. Yastrzemski beats it out. Carbo stayed at second. What hustle by Carl Yastrzemski. 10 years older than he was in 1967. 1 out, 2 on. 2-2 ball game for Jim Ed Rice. Rice singled in his last at bat, scoring Burleson. Can he do it again? Jim Ed awaits the offering. Lonborg deals. But first, McCarver has a word with Lonborg. The pitch. Fly ball. Lazinski coming in, makes the catch. Base runners retreat. Carbo back to second. Yastrzemski back to first. 2-2 ball game, 2 outs. Freddie Lynn steps to the plate. Gold Dust twin number 2. He's 0 for 2. Here's the pitch from Lonborg to Lynn. Lynn swings. Base hit to center. They're going to wave Carbo. Wave Carbo. Wave Carbo. Yes. 3-2 Red Sox to the joy and jocularity of the Fenway faithful. Yastrzemski holds at second. Lynn claps his hands at first. 2 outs, 2 on for Carlton Fisk. He has struck out and was hit by a pitch. Lonborg trying to regroup. Gentleman Jim to Pudge. Fisk checked his swing. Ball 4. Bases loaded with red stockings. Yastrzemski at third. Lynn at second. Fisk at first. Butch Hobson 0 for 2 at the plate. He will take. Lonborg having trouble finding the plate. There's a strike. Boy, was that a favorable call on the inside pitch. Hobson didn't like it. Steps out of the box. Now back in it. The pitch to Butch. Hobson. Fly ball right field. McBride going back at the track. Makes the catch. The side is retired. The Red Sox get 1, but they leave them loaded. We go to the top of the 6th. The Red Sox answered the 1 run by the Phillies in the top of the 5th with 1 of their own in the bottom. It is 3-2 Boston. Due up for Philadelphia. Boa, McBride, Lazinski to face Reggie Cleveland. Larry Boa 0 for 2. Very good bunter. We're going to move our corners in. Hobson in at third. Yastrzemski in at first. Here's the pitch to Boa. Fly ball, center field. Lynn moving to his left. Makes the catch. 1 down. Shake, bake, McBride 0 for 2 steps to plate. Fisk sets up down and away. Cleveland. Rocks and deal. McBride, fly ball to right. Carbo comes in. Ernie makes the catch. 2 away. Greg Lazinski 1 for 2. He has a homer. That came back at the top of the 2nd. Here's the pitch to the Bull. Lazinski sends that ball deep to left, but not deep enough. Rice will make the catch in the corner. Side is retired. 3 fly balls, 3 outs. Bottom of the 6th. 3-2 Boston. For the Red Sox trying to add to their very slim lead. Doyle, Cleveland, top of the order, Bernie Carbo. Denny Doyle 0 for 2. Here's the pitch to Denny. He rips a shot down the right field line. McBride looks to dig it out of the corner. Doyle should have extra bases here. Stand up double for Denny Doyle. Here's Reggie Cleveland. He's only a 5 bunter. And you can see Lonborg in the red now. He's a bit tired. Hopefully we can get a sack down here. Cleveland squares the bunt, the pitch. There's the bunt. McCarver's only plays to first. Doyle to third. Reggie Cleveland doing his job. He has a single, a deep fly out to left center, and now a sacrifice bunt. Huge insurance run for the Bostonians. 90 feet away. Bernie Carbo at the plate. 1 for 3. Lonborg. Will the Phillies stick with him? It looks like they're going to. Here's the pitch to Carbo. And Carbo walks. First and third. That's it. The Philadelphia manager has seen enough. Calling for the pen and Ron Reed. So let's take a look at Mr. Ron Reed here. Ron Reed in the playoffs. 1-0. Pitched 2 innings. Giving up no runs. So Philadelphia hoping to turn 2 here. The Roosters at the plate. 1 for 3. I'm going to play unorthodox. I'm going to play hit and run. Grounder. Beautiful. Only play to first. We're sending Doyle. And it's 4-2. So the Rooster will crow. He just want to get that ball on the ground. Not to first or third. He hit it to short. Past the mound. Carbo to second. The run scores from third. 4-2 Red Sox. More joy and jocularity at Fenway. Series tied at 1. Game 3. Remember, don't go anywhere. Game 4 coming up right after this. Yastrzemski's 2 for 2. 2 outs. Carbo will have the jump at second on contact. Rice on deck. Reed not on the same page with McCarver. Now he is. The pitch to Yastrzemski. Yastrzemski walks. Reed looks like he's throwing some gasoline on the fire here. Jim had Rice 1-for-3. Reed to Rice. Fly ball left field. Lazinski at the wall. It's off the monster. Carbo will score. They're waving Yastrzemski. He's going to score. Jim Rice has knocked in 2 with his first double of the day. Red Sox have a 4-run lead. It is now 6-2 Boston. Fenway is loving it. I believe Jim Ed has knocked in 3. Rice has knocked in 4. What am I saying? He's knocked in 4. Beautiful. No, Reed does not spell relief. He spells agita for the manager. Johnny Ozark? 77 Philly. Freddie Lynn 1-for-3. Reed to Lynn. Fly ball center field. Maddox going back to his left. Makes the catch. Side is retired. But the Bostonians, the boys from Beantown, plate 3. They're up 4. We go to the top of the 7th, 6-2, and Reggie Cleveland doing what Reggie Cleveland does. Somehow wins. He will face McCarver, Schmidt, and Hebner. Carver 0-for-2. Cleveland to Tim McCarver, who briefly played for the Red Sox in 1975. And that's an error on Yastrzemski. Ouch. That's not a way to start the top of the 7th. Phillies need base runners. They will take it. So McCarver at first, no outs for Michael Jack Schmidt. 1-for-2. His one hit was a homer over the monster. Phillies have scored on homers. Lazinski in the 2nd, Schmidt in the 5th. Here's Cleveland to Schmidt. And he walks Schmidt. So an error and a walk. Richie Hebner 0-for-1. Is lined to 2nd and walked. Cleveland economical with his pitches, but he's starting to labor here. We've used Bill Lee as a lefty specialist. Tired. Soup Campbell's ready to go. We're going to a tired Bill Lee to try to get out Richie Hebner. So here comes Bill Lee. Cleveland can only win it. He can't lose it. Reggie Cleveland. 6 innings. Responsible for both runners here in the 7th. 3 hits, 2 runs, both earned. Gave up 2 homers. 1 to Lazinski, 1 to Schmidt. Walked 2. Struck out 1. Bill Lee in the playoffs, 1 win, 1 loss. He's been in 9 games, ERA 5, pitched 9 innings. Basically, again, we're just using him as a lefty specialist. Lee to Hebner. Foul ball, left side. 1-2. Bill Lee rubs up the baseball. Back up on the perch. The spaceman to the gravedigger's son. Hebner, fly ball. Carbo racing to right center. He'll make the catch. But Carver does not tag as Carbo fires it back in towards the infield. Bill Lee does his J.O.B. Gets Richie Hebner. That's it for Bill Lee. And now we're going to... Oh, God, do we want to go to Willoughby? No, we're going to Soup Campbell. Soup Campbell comes in now. Obviously, we will not pinch hit for the pitcher. Campbell has been... We've used the Soup a lot. Campbell, 2 wins, no losses, 4 saves. He's been in 11 games, 2.20 ERA. He's been very good in the playoff. 16 and a third innings. Whip, 1.224. So it's Soup Campbell to face Ted Sizemore, who's 0-for-2. Sizemore awaits the Campbell offering. Pitch homeward bound. Grounder up the middle. Burleson shuffles it to Doyle. On to Yastrzemski. Double play. Just what the Soup ordered. 6-4-3. We go to the bottom of the 7th here in Fenway. 6-2 Boston. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out to the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jacks. I don't care if I ever go back for it's root, root, root for the Red Sox. If they lose, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game. Boston, a 4-run lead. It will be Fisk, Hobson, Doyle. Pudge 0 for 1. He is struck out, hit by a pitch, and walked. Reed to Fisk. Fly ball, shallow left. Zinski comes in, lumbering, makes the catch, 1 down. Bob B is here. Butch Hobson's 0 for 3. Reed to Butch. Hobson, swing and a miss. Foul tip, held on by McCarver. 2 outs. Base is empty for Denny Doyle. Bill Campbell on deck, he will bat. Doyle awaits the Reed offering. And here it is. Denny swings, base hit the left center field, cut off by the center fielder Maddox, who throws it into Sizemore. Bill Soup Campbell, he's just up there, he's going to swing the stick, he doesn't care. Campbell grounds it right side, Sizemore to Hebner, side is retired. We go to the top of the 8th, 6-2 Boston. The Soup is back up on the perch. Reed, they'll probably pinch hit for Reed. Tom Hutton. Pinch hit for Reed. Left-handed stick. Hutton, as a pinch hitter, he has not done anything. But .299 overall in the playoffs, 2 homers, 6 ribbies. Hope all is well with Bob B and everyone else in the chat. Clinton Parks, Ken Castro, ID Gesture. Check out that channel and subscribe. Lots of friendly faces here. Always warms my heart to see the friendly faces. Mike in the truck. Check out his channel and subscribe. All right, so Hutton, no outs to pinch hit. Campbell to Hutton. Hutton grounds to Doyle. He's no EF Hutton. 1 down. Campbell was tough on lefties in '77. Sip of Gatorade for myself. Maddox is 1 for 3. Campbell has a sign from Sisk. Fisk, Al. Speak of the English. Fisk with an F. He rocks and deals to Gary Maddox. Swing and a miss. Got him chased on the outside. Boa at the plate. He's 0 for 3. Campbell wants to make him 0 for 4. The pitch to Boa. Boa smashes it to left center. Rice is there. Boa took a wide turn, but wisely stopped at first. Shake Bake McBride, 0 for 3. Campbell wants to cool him off even more. Snap throw to first. Yastrzemski slaps the tag. Boa, not impressed, takes a bigger lead. Here's the pitch to McBride. Chopper past the mound. Burleson charges, throws to first. Oh, not in time. Yastrzemski screaming at the umpire. Burleson crowing at the umpire. Fisk and Campbell and all of Fenway and the Red Sox Nation and Red Sox players screaming at the first base umpire. Bob B says Oklahoma beating Alabama 24-3 in the 4th quarter. Thank you for that college football update. Here's Greg Lazinski. If he goes yard, he will pull the Phillies to within 1. Campbell asks for a new baseball. He has it. He's ready. The pitch to Lazinski. The bull walks. Oh, my Lord. Things falling apart here for the 77 Red Sox. Tying run is at the plate, and Timmy McCarver. Campbell is laboring. McCarver 0 for 3. The pitch to McCarver after the Fisk conference at the mound. McCarver. Fly ball. Deep to right. Carver. The running catch. Bernie saves the day. The Phillies squander a bases loaded opportunity. Fenway Park can exhale. We go to the bottom of the 8th. 6-2 Boston. Garbo, who just made that fine running catch, will lead things off, followed by Burleson and Yastrzemski. The new pitcher for the Phillies is Warren Brusdar. Brusdar is 0-1 in the playoffs, 4.05 ERA, 6 games, One save, 6 2/3 innings. The righty, Brewstar to the lefty, Carbo. Bernie.
Strike 3.
Swing and a miss. Carbo thought he had a pitch to grip and rip, but just swung through it. One out for Burleson, who's 1 for 4. We're going to try a little bunt here. Burleson drops it down. McCarver pounces on it, throws to first, 2 away. That surprised no one. Base is empty for Carl Yastrzemski. Yaz is 2 for 2. He's singled, walked, infield singled, and walked again. Yastrzemski awaits the Brewstar offering. McCarver sets up inside. The pitch to Yaz. Swing and a miss. We go to the top of the 9th. Bill Campbell, who struggled in the 8th but wiggled out of it. He says he wants to go. Can the Red Sox take a 2-1 lead in the 77 Alternate World Series? Campbell to face Schmidt, Hepner, and Sizemore. The pitch to Michael Jack Schmidt, who's 1 for 2. He goes down. Big swing and a miss. Richie Hebner 0 for 2. Campbell works quickly to Hebner. Oh, he walked him. 1 out, 1 on. Sizemore 0 for 3. You know what? Yastrzemski's going to play behind him. The pitch to Sizemore. They're going to go to Davy Johnson. Less Goliath. Davy Johnson, 292, 3 homers, 8 ribbies in the playoffs. As a pinch hitter, though, only 200. The pitch to Davy Johnson. Fly ball, center field. Lynn to his right. Makes the catch. 2 down. 2 down. The Red Sox are 1 out away from taking Game 3 and going up 2-1 in the World Series of 1977. Who will pinch hit for Brewstar? It is Ollie Brown, who says he's no clown. Ollie Brown, 400 with a ribby, 250 as a pinch hitter. The pitch to Ollie Brown. And Campbell walks him. Campbell is laboring. Top of the order, Gary Maddox 1 for 4. Campbell asks for a new baseball. Rubs it up. Takes a deep breath, now back up on the mound. Fisk wiggles the fingers, sets the target. The pitch to Gary Maddox. 1 out, 2 outs, 2 on. Campbell off to his left, snares it, throws to first. This ball game is over. Bill Campbell does it once again. Saves the day for the Boston Red Sox. Reggie Cleveland will get the win. Lee got his lefty. All is well at Fenway Park for the faithful. The Red Sox take Game 3 of the 1977 World Series 6-2. We will immediately go to Game 4. See who the MVP is. Jim Ed Rice. He drove in 4. Go to pitching. So Reggie Cleveland now 2-1 in the playoffs. 6 innings, 3 hits, 2 runs. Both of them earned. They were homers off the bat of Lazinski and Schmidt. Walked 2, struck out 1. Bill Lee got his lefty, Richie Hebner. And Bill Soup Campbell went 2 2/3 for a save number 5 in the playoffs. Gave up 2 hits, walked 3, struck out 2. It was a struggle, but a victorious struggle. Lonborg, former 1967 Cy Young Award winner with the Red Sox, now 2-1 in the playoffs, went 5 1/3, 8 hits, 5 runs, all earned, no homers, walked 3, struck out 3. Reed was an inning and 2/3, 2 hits, 1 run. It was earned, 1 walk, 1 K. Brewstar, 1 inning, clean, no walks, 2 Ks. Maddox had a hit. Boa had a hit. McBride had a hit. Lazinski had a hit for a homer, but was god-awful with errors in left field. Maddox struck out once. Lazinski struck out once. No, Schmidt struck out once. He was 1 for 3. The ribby and a walk. Scored a run. Hebner was 0 for 2. 2 walks. Sizemore hitless with a strikeout. Johnson 0 on Lonborg 0 for 2. Reed pitched did not hit. Hutton 0 for 1 as a pinch hitter. Brewstar pitch did not hit. And Ollie Brown walked as a pinch hitter. Boston, Carbo had a hit, scored 2 runs. Walked once, struck out twice. Burleson was 1 for 5 with a run scored and a ribby. Yastrzemski 2 for 3 with a run scored, 2 walks and a K. Game MVP, Jim Ed Rice knocked in 4, was 2 for 4 with a double. Lynn was 1 for 4 with a ribby. Right? Fisk, was 0 for 2, a walk and a strikeout. Hobson 0 for 4 with 2 Ks. Doyle 2 for 4 with a run scored and double. Cleveland, Reggie Cleveland was 1 for 2, had a sack bunt and a run scored. The pitch did not hit. Campbell 0 for 1. So the Red Sox take game 3, 6-2. They lead the series 2-1. Let's move on to game 4. Playoff bracket. Hit play. Again, Philadelphia is managed by the computer. Play. Alrighty, so Philadelphia is going to go with the lefty, Randy Lurch. Lurch was worse than the replay, 7-11. ERA much higher, 6.35. Wow, and he was 0 for 1. No wins, 1 loss, 6.23 ERA, 2 games and 2 starts. Red Sox looking good to go up 3-1 here. This is a lefty. So we're going to go computer left-handed lineup. Dillard. Second. Let's just look what lefties are killing him. Wow, lefties hit him well. You know what? Lefties. Righties hit him pretty good, but in the playoffs, still pitching better against righties. You know what? I think we'll stick with Denny Doyle then. Well, Doyle's struggling against left-handed pitching. She did in actuality. Did better in the replay. Struggling in the playoffs. Now, we're going to go Dillard. Right field. Right field is going to be Rice. Ski. Left. So we're going to go Burleson, Dillard, I might bat Yastrzemski. He's hitting lefties pretty good in the playoffs. Lurch is horrible against lefties, even though he's a left-handed pitcher. Yastrzemski, Rice, Fisk, in Scott and Hobson. Who's going to pitch for us? It's going to be Fergie Jenkins. Get his first start of the World Series because we didn't have any off days. You play, bang, bang, bang. Oh, so there was no DH in 77 for the World Series. As Clinton Park says, laughed like hell, Al, about the DH mistake. But in 1977, this would be true. No DH. National League Parks. In National League Park, DH in American League. So no DH period because they didn't alternate, right? They didn't start that till a while ago. Now there's a DH all the time. All right, so Burleson, Dillard, Yastrzemski, Rice, Fisk, Lynn, Scott, Hobson, Jenkins. Here we go. Game 4, second game of our doubleheader. Welcome to Fenway Park, Game 4 of the World Series, alternate World Series 77 between Philadelphia and Boston. Boston leads 2-1. Randy Lurch gets a start, and boy, if you're a Phillies fan, you're not getting a warm feeling with that. Ferguson Jenkins will be on the mound. Boston. Phillies center fielder Gary Maddox is riding a 10-game hitting streak. Boston shortstop Rick Burleson riding a 23-game hitting streak. I think they just keep repeating that because of the regular season. 64 degrees at Fenway. Wind speed 10 miles per hour out to left center field. And we have light rain. Play ball.
Play ball.
Let's give you the Philadelphia lineup. Gary Maddox leads things off, followed by Larry Boa. Batting third, Shake Bake McBride. Greg Lazinski, the Bull, cleanup hitter. Michael Jack Schmidt bats fifth. Richie Hebner, the Gravedigger's son, bats sixth. Bob Boone does the catching, bats seventh. Ted Sizemore bats eighth. The pitcher, Randy Lurch, bats ninth. Opposing them defensively for the Boston Red Sox, you have Ferguson Jenkins on the mound. Fergie, in the replay, 19-9. That was outstanding. We'll give you the playoffs in a moment. Fisk is his battery mate. Outfield left to right. Yastrzemski in left. Lynn in center. Rice in right because Evans was hurt. Oh, a DH in Fenway. Well, we have no DH. I wish we had a DH, but I messed that up when I said it. Scott at first. Dillard at second. Burleson short. And hold your breath, Butch Hobson at third. Play ball again.
Play ball.
Cutter Historicals, join us. Please check out and subscribe to that channel. It says no snow in Ontario, though, but it's due next week. So Maddox, 362, 2 homers, 7 ribbies. Jenkins, and let's just get his numbers. In reality, was 10-10. In the replay, 19-9. Playoffs, 2-1, 197 ERA in 4 starts. He has 1 complete game in the playoffs. Here's the pitch. Maddox, and he likes to swing. You can see he has less than a 1% chance to walk, so I like to go pitch around. And he chases, swing and a miss. Jenkins records his first strikeout. Cutter Historical says Arkansas just got bowl eligible. 1 out for Larry Boa. Excellent bunter, as you know. Corners move in. Scott in at first. Hobson at third. Jenkins to Boa. Slowly hit to the left side is short. Burleson pivots. Throws to Scott. They get Boa by 3 steps. Fine play by the Rooster. Two outs. Base is empty for Shake Bake McBride. McBride batting .444, 6 homers, 11 ribbies. Digs in the left-hander's batter's box. Jenkins kicks and deals to McBride. Fly ball, right field. Rice moving towards the line. Makes the catch. 1-2-3 go the Phillies. Cutter Historical says he has National League Championship Series stuff between the 98 Astros and the 99 Diamondbacks. Video of Game 7 out 9 a.m. tomorrow. I believe that's his Great Teams League, and I think that's an out of the ballpark. All right, let's give you the Red Sox lineup, even though you know it. We'll go Phillies defense first. Lurch on the mound, Boone behind the plate. Outfield left to right. Lazinski in left, Maddox in center, Shake Bake McBride in right field. First to third in the infield on the dirt. Richie Hebner at first, Ted Sizemore at second, Larry Boa short, Michael Jack Schmidt third. The Boston lineup. Oh no, Cutter Historical says no, it is PC Replay Baseball. A fine game. PC Replay Baseball. Rick Burleson leads things off. Dillard bats second. Yastrzemski third. Rice, the cleanup hitter. Fisk bats fifth. Freddie Lynn sixth. The boomer George Scott seventh. Butch Hobson will bat eighth. Ferguson Jenkins bats ninth and does the pitching. Burleson 213, a homer and 11 ribbies. Lurch has control problems. Look at that. Burleson's going to take. There's a ball. He'll take again. Lurch finds the plate there. 1-1 count. Boone wiggles the fingers. Lurch nods his head. Pitch to the Rooster, Rick Burleson. Burleson works a walk. You can sense that Phillies bench getting queasy all over again. Hebner will hold Burleson on. Dillard is up. I like to play hit and run, but Lurch, let's make... You know what? We're going to play hit and run on the first pitch. And the throw down. And he's safe. Burleson steals the base. All right. It's a 1-1 count. Hit and run again. Grounder to third. Schmidt will go to first. Burleson will go to third. And that's go. Oh, Burleson stayed. Oh, he stayed on the hit and run. So Schmidt looked him back. Well, that sucks. Burleson's at second. Yastrzemski at the plate. Lefty-lefty matchup. Yaz, 310, 2 homers, 11 ribbies. Lurch to Yastrzemski. Fly ball, shallow center. Maddox comes in, makes the catch, 2 away. Burleson retreats to second. It's up to Rice, Jim Ed Rice. 377, 2 homers, 13 ribbies. He knocked in 4, as you know, in our first game, the telecast. Game 3 of the World Series. This is Game 4 of the World Series. Red Sox lead 2-1. Rice awaits the Lurch offering. Pitch homeward bound. Fly ball left field. Lazinski back towards his left. Makes the catch. Side retired. Burleson stranded at second. We're through 1 here at Fenway. No score. Game 4, then a 77 alternate World Series. Due up for Philadelphia. Lazinski, Schmidt, and Hepner to face Ferguson, Jenkins. Lazinski, 240, 3 homers, 7 ribbies. The pitch to the bull from Fergie. And he goes down, swing and a miss. Jenkins with his second K. Michael Jack Schmidt, 6 homers, 12 ribbies, 234 batting average. Jenkins has a sign from Fisk. He rocks and deals. Schmidt, fly ball left center. Yastrzemski on the move. Makes the catch, 2 away. Base is empty for Richie Hebner, the gravedigger's son. Hebner digs in the left-hander's batter's box. Jenkins has the sign. The pitch to Richie Hebner. Hebner grounds it to Dillard. Throws to Scott. 1-2-3 go the Phillies. Go to the bottom of the second. No score here at Fenway. Boston leads the World Series 2-1. This is Game 4. For the Red Sox, Fisk, Lynn, and Scott to face Randy Lurch. Pudge batting .296, 3 homers, 12 ribbies in these players. Randy Lurch is ready. Boom, sets the target. The pitch to his counterpart, Carlton Fisk. Fisk, fly ball to left. Lazinski moving to his right. 1 down. He makes a diving, tumbling catch. Greg Lazinski. As that ball knuckled down just at the end, but Lazinski, I don't know if he tripped on purpose, but somehow he made the catch. 1 out. Freddie Lynn, the Red Sox center fielder, 317, a homer, and 9 ribbies. Here's the pitch to Lynn from Lurch. Popped up, foul territory, right side. Richie Hebner gives chase. Will Richie have enough real estate? Richie reaching into the stands, and foul ball. 2-2 count now to Lynn. Scott on deck. Lurch deals. Lynn swings. Base hit to right. So 1 out, 1 on for the boomer, George Scott. 185, a homer, and 8 ribbies. The pitch to the boomer. Base hit to center. That could be extra bases. It's a double for Scott. Lynn goes to third. Second and third. 1 out. Hobson at the plate. Ferguson, Jenkins on deck. I wonder if they'll pitch to Hobson. We'll find out in a moment. Lurch sweating gravy. Pitch homeward bound to Butch Hobson. Base hit. That's going to knock in 2. Lynn scores from third. Will they waive Scott? 42% chance we're going to put the brakes on. Oh boy, but the pitcher's coming up. We're going to put the brakes on. 1 out. 1-1 ball game. Clutch hit by Hobson. Jenkins at the plate. Jenkins to take. Pitch homeward bound. That is a ball. Jenkins to take again. Ball 2. He'll take until he gets a strike. 2-1 count. 2-1 count. Right. 2-1 count. Corners are playing in. They're looking for the bunt. Jenkins Really doesn't have much chance of making contact. Well, 12% and strikeout 37. He's going to square for the sack. Puts the bunt down. Scott will hold. They went to second. Oh, wow. So Schmidt goes to second. Sizemore gets the force out at the bag. Hobson's erased. We didn't want that. We wanted second and third with 2 outs. Yeah, now it's first and third. Jenkins at first. Scott at third. Hobson is erased. Burleson comes to the plate. He walked his first time up. Lurch to the rooster. 2 outs. Base hit. Yes. Scott scores. Jenkins goes first to third, and it is 2-0 Boston. Eve Dillard 0 for 1. Lurch lurching on the edge of darkness here. On the what's that word? Precipice? He's in deep poop. The pitch to Dillard. Fly ball. Deep left center, but Lazinski squeezes it. The Red Sox do plate 2. Precipice. That's the word. We go to the top of the third. 2-0 Boston. Things looking good for the Fenway faithful that their beloved Red Sox will go up 3-1. Jenkins with a 2-0 lead. Face the bottom third of this Philadelphia order. Boone, Sizemore, and Lurch. Bob Boone, 250, 6 ribbies, and no homers. He likes to swing. We're going to go pitch around. Fly ball to right. Rice makes the catch, 1 down, so we got him to chase a bad pitch. That's beautiful. 1 out for Sizemore. Sizemore pitch around. He likes to swing. Fly ball to shallow left. Yastrzemski coming in, 2 away. And we'll just pitch to Lurch. Fly ball, center field. Lynn to his right, makes the grab. 3 fly balls, 3 outs, 3 gone. We go to the bottom of the third, 2-0 Red Sox. For Boston, Yastrzemski, Rice, and Fisk. Yaz 0 for 1. Boone goes through the signs. Lurch is ready to work. Pitch homeward bound to Yastrzemski. That's a base hit to right. McBride fields it, throws it back in. Yastrzemski at first for Jim Ed. Rice 0 for 1. Pitch to Rice. Grounder to Sizemore. Sizemore flips to Boa. On back to Hebner. 4-6-3 double play. Erasing the base runner. 2 outs, base is empty for Carlton Fisk. Pudge is 0 for 1. Lurch hoping for a clean inning. Boa sets up, down and away. Lynn on deck. Here's the pitch to Fisk. Fisk works a walk. Freddie Lynn steps to the plate. Lynn 1 for 1. He singled in his first at-bat. Lynn calls for time. Now back in the left-hander's batter's box. Scott on deck. Boone wiggles the fingers. Lurch. Slide step to the plate. Lynn. Slow roller to first. Hebner has it. Shuffles it to Lurch, covering the bag. The Phillies get that 1-2-3 inning that they needed. We go to the top of the fourth. 2-0 Boston. Jenkins back up on the bump. He will face the top of the fighting Philadelphia order. Maddox, Boa, and McBride. If anyone gets on the bull, Greg Lazinski. McBride is 0 for 1. Pitch around to McBride. Fly ball, right field. Rice goes back 3 steps, makes the catch, 1 out. Larry Boa steps the pitch around to Boa. Boa grounds it right side. Dillard with a diving stop from his knees. Throws to Scott, who scoops it out of the dirt. Oh, Dillard flashing the leather. 2 away, robbed Boa of a base hit. 2 down. Here's Shake, Bake, McBride. Will he shake and bake? Red Sox fans hope not. Jenkins takes a deep breath. Kicks and deals to McBride. Grounder to Jenkins. Over to Scott. 1-2-3. Go the Phillies. We go to the bottom of the fourth. 2-0 Boston. For the Bostonians, bottom third of the order, Scott, Hobson, and Jenkins. A boomer is 1 for 1. Let's see if he can go 2 for 2. The pitch to George Scott. That is gone! The boomer goes boom over the monster. in left. It is 3-0 Red Sox. Here's the video replay. Bippity boppity boom to the moon. Boom goes the ball. George Scott, the boomer, touches them all. To the moon, Alice, to the moon. 3-0 Boston. More joy and jocularity here at Fenway for the faithful. Butch Hobson is 1 for 1. Lurch teetering on the precipice. I said it correctly there. The pitch to Hobson. Base hit, left center. Hobson takes a wide turn and holds at first as Cutter Historical says, "Great Scott!" Great line, Cutter. Hobson at first. Jenkins will drop the bunt. Jenkins squares, puts the bunt down. Ebner's only play should be the first. No, Jesus Christ. He bunts into a double play. Wow. That looked like a decent bunt. Watch that video replay. Here's the bunt. Ebner, great charge, no hesitation, goes to Boa for the shortstop, for the force at second. Quick relay to Sizemore at first. 2 outs, base is empty for Burleson. Here's the pitch from Lurch to the Rooster. Will the Rooster crow? That's going to be extra bases down the right field line. McBride digs it out. Burleson hustling the throw, the slide, not in time. Burleson with his 4th double of the playoffs. So that bunt into a double play was huge. The Phillies, because that would have knocked in a run, the Burleson double. Here's Steve Dillard, 0 for 2. Pitch to Dillard. Boone wants to have a word with Lurch first. Now pitch homeward. Dillard, swing and a miss. Red Sox do get one on the George Scott, Great Scott, homer. Cutter Historical says, in my League Championship Series video tonight, I did do an Al Red Sox call in the game Cleveland versus Oakland, Game 1, involving a certain instrument. I'll have to check that out. So remember to check out Cutter Historical's channel and subscribe. Go to the top of the 5th. 3-0 Boston. Phillies will send Lazinski, Schmidt, and Hebner to the mound. Pitch to the Bull, Greg Lazinski. Fly ball, Freddie Lynn coming in. Center fielder squeezes it, 1 down. Michael Jack Schmidt is 0 for 1. Here's the pitch to Schmidt. Grounder to Hobson. We hold our breath. The throw to Scott, 2 away. Richie Hebner is 0 for 1. Jenkins in a rhythm. He rocks and deals to Hebner. Oh, he hits Hebner. Didn't want to do that. Try to get that fastball in tight on the 2-0 count. Hebner's at first. 2 outs, 3-0 Boston. Bob Boone at the plate. Pitch around to Boone. Boone grounds it to Scott. This should be out number 3. The Boomer takes it to the bag himself. Actually, that can't be what it said because, well, we hit a batter. I don't think that's what it said. But we have an alert going on for anyone paying attention. On to the 5th, 3-0 Red Sox. Lurch to face Yastrzemski's Rice and Fisk. Yaz 1 for 2. Here's the pitch to Carl Yastrzemski, number 8. Grounder right side, Sizemore over to Hebner. 1 out, scoring at home 4-3. Jim Ed Rice is 0 for 2. Boone sets up inside. That's dangerous. Rice could yank it right out of the left field ballpark. Lurch kicks and deals. Rice works a walk. 1 out, 1 on. Ebner holding Rice on. Here's Fisk. The pitch to Pudge. There's a base hit to left. Rice hits second and holds. That ball was smacked past the dive of Boa. 1 out, 2 on. 3-0 Boston. Freddie Lynn up. Lurch to Lynn. Bases juice. And the Phillies going to stick with him. Here's Scott, who's having a game of games. He's doubled and homered. Needs a triple and a single for the cycle. Fly ball. Lazinski should make the catch in deep left. Rice should tag. We're sending him. 57% chance. We're sending a whole... Well, send him 2. Here's the throw. He's safe. Yes. And now, a little too late, Jim Cott comes in. Oh, it's 4-0 Boston thanks to the sac fly by Scott. Jim Cott, the lefty, comes in to face Butch Hobson. Check out Jim Cott. Cott had a hell of a replay. I mean, he must have had good run support because his ERA was 4.11. But he was 13-4. He was 1-0 in the playoffs. They didn't start him. They chose Lurch. He was on a 7-game win streak. I might have went with the hot Jim Cott, but they didn't. That's their faux pas. Cott will try to somehow keep this game close. Hobson 2 for 2. Cott to Hobson. 2 outs, 2 on. And that's going to be a double to left center field, easily scoring 2 runs. Hobson, nope, he puts the brakes on at second. It's now 6-0 Boston. Jenkins will swing the stick. Cott to Jenkins. Jenkins grounds to Hebner. And the side is retired, but the Boston Red Sox pick up 3 in the bottom of the 5th. A commanding 6-0 lead. We go to the top of the 6th. Jenkins looking for some history here. Jenkins to face Sizemore, Cott, and Maddox. Sizemore is 0 for 1. Gonna go pitch around. He likes to swing. Popped it up. He reached. Burleson, the shortstop, calling for it. Waiting for the ball to come down. He squeezes it. 1 out. Jim Cott will probably be pinch hit for. No, he's gonna swing. Grounds it to Dillard. Dillard charges. He throws to first. 2 away. 2 outs here in the top of the 6th, top of the order. Gary Maddox, 0 for 2. Pitch around to Maddox. Fly ball, left center field. Yastrzemski makes the catch. We go to the bottom of the 6th, 6-0. Red Sox. Burleson's 2 for 2. Cott to Burleson. Grounder to Hebner. Hale step on the bag. 1 out. There's another story going on here. Dillard is 0 for 3. Fly ball shallow right. McBride makes the catch 2 away. So Cott hoping for a 1-2-3 inning. Lefty-lefty matchup. Cott to Carl Yastrzemski, who's 1 for 3. The pitch to Yaz. Laced foul down the right field line. Yaz in the hole, 0 for 2. That's a pretty soft thrower at this. Pitch homeward bound. Yastrzemski, swing and a miss. Go to the top of the 7th, 6-0 Boston. It will be Boa, McBride, and Lazinski. Pitch around to Boa. And there's the first hit of the ball game. There goes the no-hitter. Base hit to center on the 3-1 count. Past the dive of Rick Burleson. Fenway faithful give Ferguson Jenkins a standing ovation. Pitch to Shake Bake McBride. Another hit, and this time it's a double. Here come the Phillies. Jenkins, after losing the no-hitter, might be losing his concentration. Holy cow. 2nd and 3rd, no outs. VL123 has joined us as Go Phillies. Cutter Historical says Drat. The no-hitter is lost in the 7th. Here's Greg Lazinski. 0 for 2. Pitch around to Lazinski. Fisk wants to make sure down and away here. Too much of the plate there, and Lazinski smashes into left. Boa scores. McBride holds at 3rd. The Phillies are on the board 6-1. Oh, what was a lot of joy and jocularity here at Fenway now starts to get a queasy feeling. As I take a sip of Gatorade. Michael Jack Schmidt, 0 for 2. Here's the pitch to Schmidt. Base is juiced. Oh my God, Jenkins has fallen apart since the no-hitter is gone. Richie Hebner steps to the plate. Campbell's tired. Lee's tired. Going to Bill Lee, tired or not. That's it for Ferguson Jenkins, who was cruising along until the 7th. No hits up until the 7th. Now he's given up a run and 3 hits. So here's Bill Lee to deal with Richie Hebner. No place to put Hebner. The spaceman to the Gravedigger's son once again. Oh, and the Gravedigger's son wins that one. That's a base hit to right center. 2 runs will score. The Phillies have cut the lead in half. Still no outs. 6-3. That's it for Bill Lee. Campbell comes in. He's tired. Campbell to Boone, who's 0 for 2. Line shot to Burleson. Double it up. Double it up. And he makes the catch. Great play by Burleson. 1 out. Sizemore. Campbell. And there's a base hit to left. It's a double. It's 6-4. The Phillies fighting back for VL123 says, I show up. The no-hitter is gone, LOL. And the Phillies are raking the baseball. He pulled it within 2. Tom Hutton to pinch hit for Jim Cott. Campbell laboring. The pitch to Hutton, tying runs on. Base hit up the middle. Hebner scores. Sizemore is held. At third, it's 6-5. Holy cow. Here comes Gary Maddox. Pitch around to Maddox. And he walks up. Barry Boa at the plate. He squeeze here? Corner's in. Pitch to Boa. Fisk wants to make sure Campbell jams him. Soup to Boa. And he jammed him, popped him up. Woo. Infield fly. Runners advance at their own risk. Dillard makes the catch. Cutter Historical says, why Campbell now? Because it was the important part of the ball game. We needed to get the stop. Unfortunately, it didn't work. Now Campbell. Shake, bake, McBride. Have no other lefties. Campbell takes a deep breath. Sizemore at third. Hutton at second. Maddox at first. 2 outs. Campbell to shake, bake, McBride. 6-5 Red Sox. Fly ball left field. Yastrzemski racing to the corner. He makes the catch. What a catch by Yastrzemski. He lays out, saving the day. The Red Sox keep a 1-run lead. Carl Yastrzemski lays out, makes the catch. And the Phillies can't believe it. Holy cow, what a catch by Yastrzemski. We go to the bottom of the 7th. What a game we have here. The Phillies plate 5 after they break up the Jenkins no-hitter. And now Campbell is gassed. Good God almighty, we're going to have to go to Jim Willoughby. VL123 says, I wish there was a double play depth for the infield in this game, like OOTP. Yeah, you could play the infield midway. So, but yeah, I'd like that too. So Gene Garber comes in the game. Red Sox with a precarious 1-run lead now. Garber 9-7 in the replay. ERA was a little higher, but he had 21 saves, 2 more than real. In the playoffs, he's 0-1, 5.19 ERA. 6 games, 3 saves, 8 2/3 inning. Rice 0 for 2. The Red Sox need Jim Ed here. Garber to Rice. Fly ball. Center field. Maddox coming in. Makes the grab. 1 down. Fisk 1 for 2. Garber quickly to Fisk. Fly ball left field. Get up. Get up. Get up. Get up. Get up. Gone. Home run. Carlton Fisk. And the Red Sox get 1 back. The Red Sox get 1 back. It's now 7-5, and that was huge. Let's watch that video replay. The bippity-boppity boom to the moon. Boom goes the ball, and Carlton Fisk touches them all. As he launches it over the green monster here at Fenway, some joy and jocularity returns to the Fenway faithful. 7-5 Red Sox. Here's Freddie Lynn to face Garber. Lynn fly ball, center field. Maddox racing to his right, makes the catch, 2 away. Cutter Historical says, the question is, did Fisk wave that fair? I don't think he had to on that one, our good friend Cutter Historical. 2 outs for the boomer, George Scott. Scott has doubled, hit a solo homer and a sac fly. The pitch to Scott. Fly ball, shallow left, Blazinski coming in. The lumbering bull makes the catch. We go to the top of the 8th. The Red Sox answer back with 1 run. It's 7-5 Boston. A tired Bill Campbell on the mound to face Blazinski, Schmidt, and Hebner. Well, that's it for Campbell. Stanley's been pretty good for... Ooh, cancel. Stanley has been pretty good for 2 games, 3 1/3 innings. Stanley. He's tough on him. We're going to go to Bob Stanley. Here comes Bob Stanley. Could have double switch, but that's okay. I want the better defense out there at first. So Stanley comes in the game to face Lazinski. Lazinski's 1 for 3, 7-5 Boston. The steamer to the bull. Popped up. Scott. Outfield grass, Rice racing in, but it's the boomer in foul territory. Makes the catch. 1 out. Michael Jack Schmidt 0 for 2. Stanley looks in at Fisk. He's ready. Kicks and deals to Schmidt. He jams him. That's popped up. Fisk throws his mask to the right. He's under it. Squeeze it, Carlton. Out number 2. So Stanley Steamer doing his J-O-B. I don't really want to go to Willoughby here. Boone on deck. Here's the pitch to Hebner. Fly ball. Lynn deep center. Makes the catch in front of the wall. Woo! We go to the bottom of the 8th. 7-5 Red Sox. Butch Hobson. Be followed by Stanley. Top of the order, Burleson. I think we're going to stick with Stanley. I didn't want to go double switch. Hobson, 3 for 3 today. Garber has to keep it a 2-run deficit, so the Phillies have hope in the top of the 9th. The pitch to Butch Hobson. Fly ball. That's carrying. That's up, and away. You can kiss that one goodbye. Butch Hobson is 4 for 4, and the Red Sox now have an 8-5 lead. This is a powerful offensive lineup for the 77 Red Sox. Here's the video replay of the Hobson bippity-boppity boom to the moon. Boom goes the ball. Butch Hobson touches them all. To the moon, Alice, to the moon. It is now 8-5 Boston Red Sox over the fighting Philadelphia Phillies. And once again, more joy and jocularity coming back into the Fenway Park for the Fenway faithful as they continue to breathe sighs of relief with the Scott homer and now the Hobson homer. Bob Stanley at the plate. He's up there in a swing like Babe Ruth. Swing and a miss. He's gone. That's okay. That's okay. 1 out for Burleson. 2 for 3. Burleson grounds the Garber off to the left. 2 away. Nice play by Garber, moving to his left off the mound. 2 out, space is empty for Steve Dillard. Dillard's going to be called back for Denny Doyle. Doyle's the better defender. Here comes Denny Doyle. As a pinch hitter, Doyle 279. 2 ribbies. I don't know if that's the season. Pinch hitting 250. Here's the pitch to Doyle. Doyle grounds to his counterpart, Sizemore. Side is retired. Top of the ninth. So Denny Doyle plays second. Carbo will come into play right. Here we go. Stanley looking to close this out. Red Sox lead 8-5. If Boston wins, they'll have a commanding 3-1 lead in the 77 World Series. Bottom third of the Philadelphia order. Boone, Sizemore, and a pinch hitter for Garber, most likely. Boone 0 for 3. The pitch by Stanley. And there's a base hit double to right. Not looking good. Willoughby getting ready. Sizemore 1 for 3. Pitch around to Sizemore. Oh, they're going to go Davy Johnson. Interesting. I would have saved Davy Johnson for Garber. Yeah, I would have saved Davy Johnson for Garber. Here's the pitch to Davy. Fly ball. Right field. Carbo on the chase. Makes the catch towards the corner. Pivots, fires to Doyle. Boone stays put at second. 1 out. Red Sox 2 outs away from a winning game 4 and a commanding 3-1 lead. Jay Johnstone to pinch hit. The Joker to pinch hit for Gene Garber. Dangerous pinch hitter here. 333 as a pinch hitter. I think that's in the playoffs and then regularly in the regular season. Johnstone liked the chase. Oh, he doesn't. Here's the pitch to Jay Johnstone. And he's going to hit that ball to left. Yastrzemski has it. Boone goes 90 feet and stops. Tying run comes to the plate, and Gary Maddox. Oh, boy. The good news is he chases. Pitch around. Down and away. Grounds it to Hobson. Go for the double play. Get the force out. Do something. Doyle. Johnstone breaks up the double play, but there's 2 outs now, and it's 8-6. Runner scores from third. It will be a ribby for Maddox. Larry Boa steps to the plate. He's a switch hitter. Correct? Yes. Willoughby's ready. Pitch around to Boa. Grounds it to the right side. Doyle to Scott. This game is over. The Boston Red Sox, boy, did they make it interesting. The Red Sox hold on to win a slugfest after Ferguson Jenkins had a no-hitter going through 6. Gave up 5 runs, the Red Sox did, in the 7th. 1 more in the 9th, but Boston comes back with homers in the 7th and 8th by Scott and Hobson, respectively. To win 8-6. Bob Stanley does his job. Player of the game. The game MVP is Butch Hobson. Hobson had a hell of a game. As Cutter Historical says, see, you didn't need Willoughby after all. Thank God. So Lurch, not good. Probably would have went with the hot Jim Cott to start. Lurch went 4 2/3 innings, 9 hits, 6 runs, all of them were earned, a homer, 4 walks, 1 strikeout. An inning and a third, gave up a hit and struck out 1. Garber, 2 innings. Well, he gave up 2 runs on 2 hits. They were both homers. Scott and Hobson struck out 1. Jenkins gets the win. He was cruising on down the highway for 6 innings, and then the 7th inning came, and the clock struck 12 on Ferguson Jenkins' no-hitter. 3 hits, 4 runs, all earned. 1 walk, 2 Ks. Bill Lee didn't get Richie Hebner this time. He knocked in a run. Campbell struggled. He went 1 inning, gave up 2 hits, but no runs. Stanley went 2 innings, 2 hits, gave up a run, but gets his first save. Hobson was the MVP because he was 4 for 4, 4 runs knocked in, doubled and had a homer, and scored a run. Red Sox had 12 hits for their 8 runs. Burleson went 2 for 4, Ribby a walk and a double. Dillard went 0 for 4 with a strikeout. Doyle went 0 for 1 as a pinch hitter, stayed in to play second. Yastrzemski 1 for 4 with a K. Rice 0 for 3 with a run scored and a walk. Harbo came in to play right field defensively in the top of the ninth. Fisk went 2 for 3 with 2 runs scored, a ribby, and a walk. He also had a homer. Lynn went 1 for 3, 2 runs scored, a walk. Scott went 2 for 3, 2 runs scored, 2 ribbies, a double, and a homer. Hobson, as we stated, 4 for 4, runs scored, double, and a homer. Jenkins 0 for 3, Lee pitched and not hit, Campbell pitched and not hit. And Stanley 0 for 1. Philadelphia mounted that comeback bid in the 7th. No hit for 6 innings. Maddox was 0 for 4 with a ribby, a walk, and a strikeout. Boa 1 for 5 with a run scored. Bride 1 for 4 with a run scored. Bull Greg Lazinski, always frightening defensively. 1 for 4 with a run scored, a ribby, and Michael Jack Schmidt 0 for 3 with a run scored and a walk. Ebner 1 for 3, a run scored and 2 ribbies. The Gravedigger's son, Massachusetts, Richie Hebner. Bob Boone 1 for 4, run, double. Sizemore 1 for 3 with a ribby, double. Pinch hitter Davey Johnson 0 for 1. Lurch, the pitcher, 0 for 1. Hot 0 for 1. Pinch hitter Hutton 1 for 1 with a ribby. Garber pitched and not hit. And Jay Johnstone 1 for 1. There you have it. Red Sox win in a thriller. It looked like it was going to be a laugher, but the Fighting Phillies come back, still lose 8-6. Boston's up 3-1 in the series. Jenkins in the playoffs is 3-1. Lurch is 0-2. Let's close that out. Call it a stream. Boston get one more win in Fenway, will sweep Fenway games and win the World Series 4-1 in our alternate 1977 Red Sox and Mets replay expanded playoffs. I'd like to thank VL123, Cutter Historical. Please check out and subscribe to that channel. Clinton Parks, Ken Castro, Bob B, ID Jester. Check out his channel and subscribe. Also, Mike in the Truck. Check out his channel and subscribe. Thank you very much. If you enjoyed the double header for this World Series of 77, hit that like button, subscribe, check out all the other wonderful content creators in our community. Subscribe, like, share them as well as me. Happy Thanksgiving coming up. Merry Christmas, happy holidays, and happy